Today we're taking a quick look at this little SWR meter that we sell with the kit. Comes bundled with a little guide on SWR, the very useful instructions for the meter, and a little jumper coax. The way you set it up basically is on the antenna side, you have the coax going out to your antenna, and then you use a little jumper coax to go from the radio or the transceiver into the tester. So just one extra cable, putting it in line like that. Very simple to hook up. When you want to use it, first you switch it to forward. Kind of same way that you read SWR on a Cobra 29, so we'll touch on that too. Set it to calibrate first. Forward, calibrate, same idea. Then you need to key up and zero out your scale. This isn't actually setting any SWR, it's just zeroing out the scale so that we can make an accurate reading. Then we switch it to SWR or reference. Same thing, different words, but then we can key up and we see it's giving us a nice low reading on both of these meters. There's a common misconception where they think if they have an antenna problem, they can use this to dial it down until it stays good. That's just zeroing out a scale on the radio. It's not a way to actually fix any SWR problems. All it's doing is saying, after this meter, somewhere there is a problem. So SWR is very important to set accurately. It's basically a reading of how much power that is coming out of the radio is actually leaving the antenna versus getting reflected and bounced back into it. A little bit of power bouncing back isn't a big deal, but a lot of it can cause kind of thermal damage to the radio. You'll get burnt out components. All of your energy is going back instead of out, so it hurts your transmit distance as well. SWR is always measured with a number higher than 1, or a 1 to number scale. So that's why you see the lowest number up there is a 1. If anyone ever tells you that they set your SWR to a 0.5, we hear that all the time. Mathematically impossible. They did not do it right, or they don't understand what they're doing. Generally, we recommend getting your SWR below 3. In the real world, a 1.5 is pretty good. This instruction manual did come with a handy little chart. So you see at a perfect 1-to-1, all of your power is getting out. At a 2-to-1, you're still losing 11% of your power, or basically 90% of it is still getting out. That's still pretty good. You're not really going to notice that most of the time. But as it gets higher, by the time you're at a 5-to-1 SWR, half of your power is getting out. So it's really hurting your distance, and that's where you really start damaging radios. With that, you can use either built into some radios like the Cobras, or the external meter that we would sell for any radio that doesn't come with an SWR meter. You can check that and your antenna, or at least make sure it's not going to damage anything.